Good morning everybody, Ragnarok Ranger from the Ragnarok Theory, coming today from the bunker. This is a temporary bunker setup. I've got loads of stuff coming to develop a specific space for the bunker and for the filming and the reviews and everything. Okay, it's Woden'sdag, Wednesday, to those that don't understand Woden'sdag. 28th, I believe. I was due to film yesterday, but we've had all the windows changed and they didn't finish it, so they came back yesterday with all the noise going on. I was just not going to get it done, so we're running a little bit late at the moment. Excuse me. I woke up feeling rough this morning, still training, but it's become my ever faithful as this water bottle. Change my filter once a month. Dechlorinated water, it's just so much nicer than just straight out of a tap. There's a plug for you. Okay, first thing I'm going to quickly run you through today is a quick product review. Something I was browsing on Amazon, came across it, thought, I'll try that, got it, and the price was £14.69, and this is it. Okay, a filter bottle. That's really cheap, but when you read all the product reviews and everything, it was worth a punt for £14.69p. Okay, and I tell you what, £5 must be on packaging that they've put into this thing. They want it to get to you in good order. So it does come with quality assurance stamp on it. So someone's actually hadn't checked this. That's always nice to know that they've had some kind of quality check on something before it's passed out. And there is a little user manual with it. Pretty straightforward. It's just based on diagrams. Yeah, it explains the two-stage filter because it's actually got an active carbon filter at the top of the tube and then a membrane filter as well. So this has got two different versions of filter in it, and this is the bottle. It's quite lightweight, a bit top heavy, but to be honest, when you're drinking, that's not a problem. It's a flip top lid. It's got a nice silicone spout for drinking from. It's got a nice bit of rubber grip around there, so you've something to hold on to. It's not going to slide out of your hand. Yep, fastens down nicely. Does it have to? No, it there isn't a clip that goes over that. I thought there was, but it's just the shape of it. Okay, so pretty straightforward. That's your bottle. That's your filter on the inside. The filter can come off. Okay, probably can back flush it. Yeah, all you got to do is get the back flusher and then put a piece of plastic around so you could back flush, but it's not given any kind of back flushing kit. And then there's a top and a bottom because you literally can just take this with you, drink it in water and use it as a filter straw. Okay, so I'm not going to dwell on this, guys. I just thought, you know, I've come across it, £14.69 as a backup, if no else, emergency water filter. Yeah, it's well worth a punt. It's up to you guys. I'm not an influencer, don't want to be an influencer, right? If that had been rubbish, I'd just be telling you it was rubbish. And as you know, I can change my mind, because when I first got this I thought it was rubbish. Now I live with it every day. It's absolutely awesome. Okay, the thing is, okay, have a look at the state of the world. Have a look at what's going on with potential wars and all the natural disasters, and more in the UK this is becoming an issue. It's people are starting to suffer. Look at Kent a few weeks back. What were they, about 3 weeks without water? Let's remember, once you've got no water, you've got no sanitation, your toilet stops working, your drinking water's gone. You can't use your washer. So it's like the effect that has on people's lives just for 3 weeks is massive. And they bring in bottled water, but again, you're totally dependent on somebody else, right? Now is the time to start preparing a little bit for what's coming, because before long we're going to have a grid down or something. We're going to have a massive power because the grid is overloaded. So it is possible that we could end up in a grid down where you're without power for more than just a few hours, like it happens regularly around here at the minute, where we get power outages. And I'd not seen them really since 1970s when we were kids and we used to wear with candles. Going, oh my God. Yeah, so start looking after life a little bit. Start getting a few things in. Save some tap water. If you get water canisters, you can use tap water. You don't need to rechlorinate it, right? It will last for a good couple of years at least. People say 5 years, but you know, you can just leave it stored for a couple of years and you've got at least some backup. And if they're bottling water in cool, if that dries up or a wagon breaks down or can't get through, you've got your supplies. Same with food. I mean, proper preppers, full-on preppers going canning their own food and stuff. And although it's something of an interest I'm looking into more of, because I want to know and be able to do it. But at the end of the day, all they're doing is reinventing the wheel, but with fresh food, because it is fresher, probably better for you than tinned food. But at the end of the day, tinned food is the way to go for storage, because it's going to store for a long time. It's got a long date on it. And most tin foods, on a personal level, I would eat out of date, because I have done before. Right, so just start. You need to start thinking a bit more than, oh, have I put my makeup on for work, or have I got my wallet with me so I can buy an extra sandwich at lunch if I'm hungry? That ain't gonna cut it, yeah, if you end up in one of these situations. So the thing is, the time has come, yeah, to start thinking, because I tell you what, anyone coming on my door will be, get out of it, and they will be met with a degree of ugliness they're not going to like. Yeah, because I aren't going to look after myself just to share it with other people who could have looked after themselves. The other thing you could do is run up some little flyers and start putting them through your neighbours' doors. Explain to them the risk that they're running not to have some stuff stored up. 3 months, 1 month minimum. Yeah, in this country you'd hope, with the kind of level disasters we're getting, 2 to 3 weeks water, then they've got to get everything back on, and then when sewage starts working again, if it's gone down, it's not going to be drinkable straight away. There's a process. You need to look after yourself for 1 month at least. There's loads of books out there at the minute that help with this. I suggest you pick up like the Survival Bible or some kind of home preparedness manual off Amazon. There's loads of them. Have a look through. At some point I'll run through a few of the books I've got, tell you if I think they're any good or not, obviously. Okay, survivability. Okay, there's one main person you need to look after on a survivability level, and that is you. Okay, we don't prepare to survive, we prepare in case we survive. I truly believe that when the storm comes, if you're going to walk outside, get hit by a falling tree and die, that is just going to happen. You're not going to change that, no matter what kit you've got, what skills you've got. If your time has come, I think your time has come. But what if your time hasn't come, and you are one of those people who is stuck in one of these really serious situations? Okay, I used to work in the gyms. I've done martial arts for a long time. I've run my own martial arts club. I used to run my own boot camps. I'm a fit guy. 6 years with engineers. I've been a lot fitter, right? And people say age doesn't matter. Well, I'm here to tell you, age does matter, right? On the level of personal survivability and fitness. I'm now 58 years old. I am on medication that is controlled to the level I can only have 3 months of at a time. Yeah, now, okay, I could get over a short-term disaster, but what would happen long-term? Even if I halved my medication, it's going to last me 6 months at the most. Yeah, So fitness goes a long way, and I've neglected mine. I've put weight on, and it's one of these. When do people not realise that they're getting to? Well, I am that person. So now I'm up every morning. I'm training every morning. Yesterday in a blizzard, me and Lisa went out walking for a few miles in the morning as way of a change. From just coming in as home gym and exercising. I'm eating a lot healthier again. I have a few treats. You know what I mean? I'm not going to starve myself at my age. Food is a pleasure, but I have started eating really, really healthy compared to what I was. I've cut out 99% of junk food, or even biscuits and chocolate. Yeah. So I am regaining some level of fitness when I'm out walking. I'm not using my sprays. I've got an issue with my foot at the minute, which I'm under podiatry for, but it's not stopping me walking, and my pace is slowly picking back up out on the hills. So the main thing to me is your fitness. Start looking after you, okay? Don't matter what age you are, there's always, all you've got to do is cut down on how many calories you're eating, how many of the bad stuff you're eating, and doing a bit of exercise, even if it's just a little walk each day to start with, and build it up. But you're going to be absolutely useless in a disaster situation if you can't get off your settee and help yourself, because if you can't help yourself, you're not going to help others. So there's three things. There's your fitness, there's your skills, and there's the equipment. Your equipment's the last thing, because at the end of the day, if water's severely polluted, this ain't going to cut it. So you need the knowledge of how to purify water properly, right? And the equipment. But if you haven't got it up here, it doesn't matter what equipment you've got. It's like me, if I picked up a manual of electrical engineering, it'd be like, it'd be like I was reading a language from a different world, let alone country, right? So it's like, work on your basic skill sets, okay? And there's your survivability. And then, finally for today, responsibilities. Your first and foremost responsibility in survival situations or disaster situations, you don't have to call it survival, call it disaster, because this is what we're seeing around the world at the minute. War, famine, power outages, you know what I mean? We're seeing all these realities starting to happen, yeah? So until you're in a situation, it doesn't become survival, but it comes disaster preparedness, because that's the reality. And that's surely something everybody can associate to. If they don't like the word survival, disaster preparedness, okay, because that's what you're looking at. You can go on YouTube, you can even have a look up the government version of a bug out bag, for, if you like emergency bag. Yeah, it's okay. It's not brilliant, but it gives you some ideas, and stuff like that I'll go into at later dates. So again, your responsibility is to you, because if you can't help you, then you're absolutely useless to help anyone else. And then, who else are you going to help? In a real situation, who else do you think you're going to help? Because like I said, if Joe Bloggs wants to drink of my water, I can't get him on. Well, it'll cost him a price he won't be prepared to pay. If old Bessie across the street comes and says, yeah, can I have half a tin of corned beef? No, Bessie, because I sent you a note through your door. I explained a few things. You should have had a spare tin of corned beef in your cupboard. Yeah, this is for me and my immediate family. Okay? If something's happening and your family as a group manage to get together, hunker down together, that's fine. But your responsibility starts and stops with, if you've not contributed to the whole, then you can't just give away what you've got. So everybody has to bring something to the party, right? So what you need to do is get yourself in order, and then get the people closest to you in order so they know what's going on. Even Lisa, who's not really into all this, you know, she sees a sense of having a few extra tins and a carton of water stored away and stuff like that. I'm not saying what we've got, but or where it is, to be honest, but we'd be okay for probably around 3 months at minute, and we are going to build that up. But we've got it stored. No, come and have a look at me. You're not going to get it from us because it's not here. It be brought in if it were needed, and as it were needed. So that's the truth. You can only be responsible for yourself first, and those closest to you. And if you extend that out into more of a group format, that's great. That's a possibility. But you need people you can trust, and people with skills, and people with fitness, and people with things to contribute, so they can bring some food with them, for example. If they've stored a bit of water, they can bring that, so everybody is contributing. And that's my take on it, and that's the truth. So, I'll say again, take care out there, stay safe, get yourself prepared a little bit. We don't prepare to survive, we prepare in case we survive. Survival is an instinct, and your instinct is everything.